fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा,
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
Our Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
India is all set to conduct a large-scale tri-services military exercise named Exercise Trishul along the western border near the disputed Sir Creek area. This exercise will involve the Army, Navy and Air Force and is being called unprecedented in both scale and operational complexity. Satellite images analyzed by defense experts show that the airspace reserved for the exercise will extend up to 28,000 feet. This is unusual for a routine military drill and indicates the seriousness with which India is approaching this operation. The exercise will run from October 30 to November 10. Under the umbrella of Exercise Trishul, India's armed forces are set to conduct joint operations across diverse terrains, from offensive maneuvers in the Sir Creek and desert sectors to amphibious drills off the Saurashtra coast and multi-domain exercises involving cyber, electromagnetic and unmanned systems. The army has reportedly deployed more than 20,000 soldiers along with main battle tanks, howitzers, armed helicopters and various missile systems. Meanwhile, the Indian Air Force will soon initiate high-tempo operations known as the Maha Gurjar military exercise, fielding frontline fighters like the Rafales and Su-30 MKIs, special mission aircraft, helicopters, remotely piloted drones and force enablers such as IL-78 mid-air refuelers and AEW&C platforms. The Indian Navy has also deployed frigates and destroyers off the Gujarat coast to support intensive maneuvers as part of this comprehensive tri-service exercise. The Ministry of Defence has said the drill aims to demonstrate joint operational capability.
On November 7, 2025, the nation's most trusted news network enters the world of education. Introducing India's largest college rankings, driven by data, defined by credibility, designed for students and parents to make informed choices. Republic Education College Rankings, powered by collegedunia.com. Live on November 7, 2025. Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा,
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
In a shocking turn of events over the South China Sea, 2 US Navy planes crashed into the ocean during what should have been normal training on the USS Nimitz aircraft carrier. The near simultaneous losses involved an MH-60R Seahawk helicopter and an F-18F Super Hornet. Both aircraft operate with highly integrated avionics that depend on accurate satellite navigation, data link connectivity to the carrier, and redundant onboard sensors during launch, recovery, and maritime patrol. In the South China Sea, China has systematically...
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
From your smartphone to your smart televisions, the trending stories are always breaking the internet. And tonight we start off with the New York City mayoral race. The city has crowned its 111th mayor, the first of an Indian origin and the first Muslim. And we will tell you the viral moments, we'll show you the viral moments from his resounding celebratory speech, the victory speech. And what does this mayorship really mean for New York, for Indian Americans, for Democrats, and most importantly, Donald Trump, because Mamdani has challenged the US president as well. Also on the show, we get you the high drama that unfolded on Miss Universe pageant 2025, the clash, an openly public clash as a contestant walks out of the competition. And finally, we get you the biggest flare-up of a black hole that has been recorded by the scientists. All this and more with me, Rakshita Mishra, on Trending Tonight. The Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani was elected as the 111th mayor of the New York City, defeating former Governor Andrew Cuomo and Republican candidate Curtis Sliver. Now, this win stands to be quite a remarkable one and a landmark one, as Mamdani's win marks the New York City having its first Indian origin and first Muslim mayor. His victory was sealed with more than 50% of the vote, and his win announced amid a slew of Democratic wins across the country. Now, this includes Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger becoming Virginia's first female governor, Mickey Sherrill defeating Trump-backed opponent. All right, we move on to the other aspects of this story now, viewers. The crowd at the election night party at Brooklyn Paramount in downtown Brooklyn erupted as the race was called in his favor. People cheered and hugged at each other. In fact, we'll just show you a glimpse of that night. The Democratic Socialists celebrated his win by invoking the late Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru's iconic 1947 speech, Tryst with Destiny. He addressed his supporters on Wednesday with that, citing the speech. He claimed his victory to usher in a new era in New York City, one of clarity, courage and vision, he says.
Standing before you, I think of the words of Jawaharlal Nehru. A moment comes but rarely in history when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends and when the soul of a nation long suppressed finds utterance. Tonight we have stepped out from the old into the new. So let us speak now with clarity and conviction that cannot be misunderstood about what this new age will deliver and for whom. This will be an age where New Yorkers expect from their leaders a bold vision of what we will achieve, rather than a list of excuses for what we are too timid to attempt.
And during this victory speech, Mamdani also made a direct address to US President Donald Trump, who has on occasions before expressed resistance against Mamdani, the newly appointed mayor. Trump said that, Trump, I know you're watching, turn up the volume. This was the message that in fact garnered a lot of applause and a lot of excitement and cheers from the crowd. Listen in.
Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up. We will hold bad landlords to account because the Donald Trumps of our city have grown far too comfortable taking advantage of their tenants.
And that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. Mamdani's victory speech had no dearth of applause, worthy moments from the audience, from his followers. And we're bringing to you the moment that garnered the maximum cheers. The victory speech taking a Bollywood twist as his address ended with the song Dhoom Machale being played in the background as he waved to the fans and walked to his family on the stage. His audience were hooting, netizens left in awe.
Thank you.
Campaign was now characterized with many aspects by an ambitious vision, first of all, to make the city more affordable, equitable and sustainable for working class New Yorkers. From rent freezes to free childcare, Mamdani has outlined sweeping reforms aimed at transforming daily life in the world's richest city. Let's delve right into it. This, of course, is the freebie model. With his promises, Zohran Mamdani talked of an aspiration of New York's new era, one focused on affordability, opportunity, and that is opportunity for all. The mayor's first promise was to freeze the rent, which is particularly beneficial to this city as a majority of New Yorkers and tenants, and more than 2 million of them living rent-stabilized apartments. Secondly, he aims to permanently eliminate the bus fare citywide, speed up service piloting after he piloted the New York's first fare-free bus route. His third promise of a new Department of Community Safety stems from the city's need to reimagine public safety that invests in mental health programs, crisis response and violence prevention. And the fourth promise he made was free, high-quality childcare for every New Yorker aged 6 weeks to 5 years, as he acknowledges childcare as one of the biggest financial burdens on families. The fifth promises slates the establishment of city-owned grocery stores that prioritize affordability over profit in a bid to combat rising food practices. As for the next promise, he claims to triple the city's production of permanently affordable, union-built, rent-stabilized housing by constructing 200,000 new units over the decade. And of course, a crackdown on what he calls bad landlords by having the city coordinate all code enforcement, allowing tenants to schedule inspections via 311 and in extreme cases take over properties of consistently neglectful owners. All right, so we will just take you through some more viral moments, and we're also being joined by a guest on this story. We are being joined by Chief Consulting Editor Republic from Washington, D.C. Saurabh Shukla joins us on the broadcast. Saurabh, well, there are many viral moments, but how do you read this beyond the headlines? What does this really mean for the Indian Americans, for the Democrats, and especially for Donald Trump? Because this actually comes right on the heels of his MAGA push, isn't it?
Rakshita, three big things. One, Zohran Mamdani was seen by New Yorkers as a new ray of hope. His electric campaign style, invoking Bollywood, connecting with the younger voters, going to clubs, reaching out to cabbies, all that really resonated very well. This whole freebie push that he's doing resonated well in a city which is a city of aspiration for a lot of young American students who come out of colleges. New York is something they want to live in, but it's really becoming very expensive. That's the reason what he has promised resonated well, and that's the reason why you saw this electric victory. And obviously, he in some ways created a Dhoom effect in American politics. Certainly, it has given a booster shot for Democratic Party, which obviously was in disarray following their defeat in the presidential election. But New York is still, while it's a very important city in the US and also has an important currency on the US politics, it remains to be seen how much of an impact he'll make. Because, you make a lot of campaign promises, but you also realize when you govern a city, there are challenges. Yet, he was somebody who was opposed by billionaires who supported his rival because of the policies like rent capping and all. As you know, there are a lot of people, billionaires, own buildings there in New York. And New York, in some ways, is epicenter of capitalism, if I may say.
Yeah.
So how will that fuse with his democratic socialist ideas? You will have to wait and watch. On the larger impact on national politics, I would say that, one, this election was more of a localized election. Yes, you can expect some kind of face-offs happening with the US president. He obviously knows that his voting base was somebody who's opposed to President Trump. And obviously, this was always a Democratic territory. So New York traditionally has been Democratic. And all the other states as well, barring Virginia, where there was a Republican governor earlier, were Democratic territory. But yes, within the Republican parties, there will be some introspection. And on the Democratic Party as well, while they've got a booster shot, let me say it, a lot of senior leaders of the Democratic Party were not even supporting, Mamdani. They only joined in reluctantly, so to say, because he was somebody who broke the establishment and was anti-establishment. And certainly it was his style, and I would say the younger voters. And the other big thing, which is, which I'm hearing, Rakshita, from many observers, his campaign style will be aped in many other elections, because that's something people have realized, that here is somebody, and that also tells you the greatness of American democracy. He became a citizen in 2018, and now that he's become the mayor of one of the most important cities in the US, tells you a story of how somebody, an immigrant, can actually realize his dreams in the US. And that's something which is being cited by many observers. Now he has a tall order to keep up to the promise and charisma that he's brought to the campaign trail. It remains to be seen how he will realize those ideas. But some of them, obviously, he's talking about free bus service, free childcare. All those resonate very well with the younger voters, which really helped them galvanize the kind of support. And obviously, he's won this election with a lot of hope and promise. Rakshita?
How is it being received, if I would ask, amongst the Indian American, the Indian origin community, the diaspora? How are they? Because what we see on the internet, on social media, it's very divided. Some are actually drawing parallels with London, with Zadia Khan being elected, and the state, the changes in demography, so on and so forth. But what happens in New York? How are the people receiving it as?
Well, the fact is that he has got support of more than 50% of the New Yorkers. That's a fact on the ground. But yes, there are people who were opposed to him, because obviously some of his statements were not liked by the diaspora, which they felt that he was ill-informed about certain things, even misgivings he had about, India, for instance. But I would say that, when you are a candidate, you campaign on a different style. When you are elected, he's now the mayor of New York. So whether it was his stance on countries like even India, Israel, I think he will have to now do a balancing act. And there is a sense amongst the Indian American voters. And by the way, he did get a lot of support from them, especially the younger ones, because they felt a promise. In fact, entire South Asian community. It was not that, it was not about a Muslim vote or a Hindu vote or a Sikh vote. I think what he was able to convey, as I said earlier in the show, is that new ray of hope. And a lot of young people are looking for that. Okay. They want change in some ways. And I think that's, symbolic in Zohran Mamdani winning this election. Now that he's the mayor, certainly New York is one of the most diverse cities in America with most immigrants in this city. So I think what he has to do is now a balancing act, which many politicians do. And I think he's young and should be adapting to newer ideas as he takes on this job, which is one of the most prestigious in America and also seen very, very widely across the globe and observed.
Absolutely. Saurabh Shukla, many thanks for joining us on Republic TV once again and with your insights into this story. And we was shifting focus with other trending story. If you've been scrolling through your feed today, you probably caught the wind of the absolute firestorm erupting around Miss Universe 2025. The tense blow-up between Mexico's stunning representative Fatima Bosch and Thai pageant powerhouse Nawat Itzaragrisil is making headlines across the social media. Now, it was the 3rd of November in Bangkok, in Thailand, where the contestants were geared up for the sash ceremony, a big pre-pageant moment to officially deck out the ladies in their national sashes. Enter Nawat, the 51-year-old Thai businessman who's got his fingers in all the pies. He is the president of the Miss Grand International. He holds key executive spots in the Miss Universe organization, including Miss Universe Thailand and VP for Asia and Oceania. Now, he's a pageant kingpin. He's in the eye of a storm. We'll tell you why. He, in fact, has been accused of calling a contestant dumb. Nawat spotted Fatima and called her out publicly for supposedly skipping a sponsor photo shoot and not posting enough about the host country on social media. He accused her of ignoring promo duties and even blamed her Mexican directors for telling her to slack off. Now, Fatima is 25 years old. She was holding it down from Mexico with total poise. She tried to explain that she was following her organization's guidance since it wasn't an official requirement, and she's all about respecting Thailand but needs a chance to speak. Now, she went on to argue with him, and it is all on record. She said that you have to listen to me and then I have to answer that. Just witness this whole showdown.
No, not about you. Not about you. Not about you. I didn't give you opportunity to talk. Please keep polite for me. I still talking. Listen. I still keep talking to everybody while you stand up to talk to me. No, you have a voice, but you have to respect. The voice. You are not respecting me as a woman. What? No, why you stand up? Where's the gun? Security. No, just leave it here. She stand and she talk by herself.
Stand up. As a woman, we have respect. They need to have respect for us. I'm here representing a country, and it's not my fault that you have problems with my organization.
No. Listen. You must listen to me, and then when I argue, you. Stop. Security. ปิดประตู Stop. Sit down. If anyone wants to continue the contest, sit down. If you step out.
So as you just saw there, things got ugly as Nawaz snapped back, reportedly calling when he called her a dumbhead. He told her to listen before arguing when she stood her ground. He straight up ordered, stop, and he called the security. Like he's about to have her escorted out. And Fatima walked out in protest, but she was not alone, viewers. A bunch of other contestants, as you just saw there, they rose up together in solidarity, including the reigning Miss Universe, Denmark's Victoria, and they all followed Fatima.
He called me dumb because he had problems with the organization, and I think that's not fair because we are empowered women and this is a platform for our voice, and no one can shut our voice. And I hope that everyone at home, every woman, doesn't matter if you have a big dream, if you have a crown, if that's take away your dignity, you need to go. Thank you.
Now, facing the heat is Nawaz, who has been forced to apologize. In a live stream posted on his official social media accounts, he did not name Bosch directly, but admitted that his remarks during the ceremony might have caused discomfort. And speaking in Thai, he addressed the 75 contestants who were present at the event and extended a general apology. Listen in.
If anyone feeling not good, if anyone not comfortable, if anyone affect, I do apologize for everyone. But I did apologize to the rest of the girls in the room, around 75 girls.
Tuesday morning, the backlash is everywhere, with fans across the world slamming Nawaz for his tone and attitude, calling the confrontation unprofessional and disrespectful. All right, now let's take a quick look at the trends that are running hot on social media today. Astronomers have mapped a vast tunnel of hot and low-density plasma extending from our solar system towards distant stars in Centaurus constellation. This interstellar tunnel is part of the local hot bubble, a region of million-degree plasma surrounding the solar system. The discovery sheds new light on the hidden structures of our galactic neighborhood and challenges long-held assumptions about space. Now, just days after leading the Indian team to a historic Women's ODI World Cup, Captain Harmanpreet Kaur etched the memory on her skin. On Wednesday, Harmanpreet shared a picture of her ODI World Cup tattoo on her left arm, leaving social media amazed. Cricket legend Sunil Gavaskar isn't one for lazy parallels, it seems. After a World Cup win, some drew comparisons to the men's iconic 1983, but Gavaskar's not buying it. In a sharp take, he explained why each victory deserves his own spotlight. While the BCCI finds itself tangled in an Asia Cup handshake controversy, Hockey India has gone the opposite route. Hockey India has confirmed that Indian teams will continue to exchange handshakes and high fives with their Pakistan counterparts during international tournaments. The federation clarified that hockey operates under Olympics and FIH principles and that it would not take political divide into account. Exercise Akhand Prahar is underway, showcasing the Southern Command's commitment to jointness, synergy and combat readiness. The Konar Corps formations are putting their skills to the test in the desert sector, validating integrated battle drills and multi-domain operations. This Strive Services exercise is all about refining tactics, techniques and procedures for combined arms operations. Take a look.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
In a shocking turn of events over the South China Sea, 2 US Navy planes crashed into the ocean during what should have been normal training on the USS Nimitz aircraft carrier. The near simultaneous losses involved an MH-60R Seahawk helicopter and an F-18F Super Hornet. Both aircraft operate with highly integrated avionics that depend on accurate satellite navigation, data link connectivity to the carrier, and redundant onboard sensors.
He dragged the Havurana back from the United States. He interrogated David Coleman Headley for 10 days in Chicago. His heart beats for nationalism. India's foremost extradition lawyer. For the very first time on television, the man who made law India's greatest weapon in international courts. Senior advocate Dhyan Krishnan, only on Republic TV.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
India is all set to conduct a large-scale tri-services military exercise named Exercise Trishul along the western border near the disputed Sir Creek area. This exercise will involve the Army, Navy and Air Force and is being called unprecedented in both scale and operational complexity. Satellite images analyzed by defense experts show that the airspace reserved for the exercise will extend up to 28,000 feet. This is unusual for a routine military drill and indicates the seriousness with which India is approaching this operation. The exercise will run from October 30 to November 10. Under the umbrella of Exercise Trishul, India's armed forces are set to conduct joint operations across diverse terrains, from offensive maneuvers in the Sir Creek and desert sectors to amphibious drills off the Saurashtra coast and multi-domain exercises involving cyber, electromagnetic and unmanned systems. The army has reportedly deployed more.
Ahead of Bihar polls, Rahul diversion game begins. Is Rahul deflecting Bihar loss with Haryana claim? Is Rahul preparing his Bihar loss narrative? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. back at Congress caste politics.
कांग्रेस के नेता सेना को भी जाति पात के आधार पर बांटने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। हमारे सेना के जवानों का एक ही धर्म होता है, वह धर्म है सैन्य धर्म, इसके अतिरिक्त और कोई दूसरा धर्म नहीं होता।
Rajnath's firm warning: don't divide army on caste. Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m. Southern Command leads exercise Akhand Prahar. Multi-domain war-gaming exercise Trishul continues. Why exercise Trishul is much more than a war game. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Actress Salina Jaitley comes as the sister of Major retired Vikram Kumar Jaitley, who has been missing since September 2024. This is not right. The government of India must listen to this sister speaking.
He is a patriot, he's a born patriot, he's a fourth generation armed forces officer. As a sister, this has been one of the darkest times of my life. I want him back in his country. I'm very worried about his mental health. He was abducted for 8 months. I don't know what was done to him. I'm not Salina Jaitley right now. I'm just a soldier's sister. I just want to appeal to our government to please bring him back. He has served our nation with great honor, and I know the government will stand by him.
This is the scam of scams of Anil Ambani. Why should Anil Ambani remain a free man? The question is simple. Was this negligence or deliberate protection for the powerful? Should the so-called business newspapers of this country not be answerable to the people of India? What about the business journalists? Are they not embarrassed? They were presenting Anil Ambani as some kind of a comeback man. Shame on them. Remember, there is the corporate media and then there is Republic. Only Republic which will ask these questions. This billionaire has an ecosystem of powerful regulators, bankers, raters, auditors and politicians supporting. Justice must not just be seen to be done, it must be done.
He dragged Tahavu Rana back from the United States. He interrogated David Coleman Headley for 10 days in Chicago. His heart beats for nationalism. India's foremost extradition lawyer. For the very first time on television, the man who made law India's greatest weapon in international courts. Senior advocate Dhyan Krishnan, only on Republic TV.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
On the show tonight, Rahul Gandhi comes up talking about the Haryana elections and why he lost the Haryana elections the day before Bihar is to go to vote. Is this an attempt at putting the possibility of any victory absolutely out of the question a day before the big election? At 8:30 tonight, absolutely no takers for the Congress party's caste politics. Rajnath Singh hits out at Rahul Gandhi's attempt to divide the army on the basis of caste. And at 9 p.m. tonight, a very deep dive into why Exercise Trishul is much more than a war game and why this multi-domain drill has sent the enemy hiding into the ground. ladies and gentlemen, 24 hours, in less than 24 hours, the fate of 1,314 candidates will be sealed by 3.75 lakh voters in the first phase of the Bihar elections. 121 assembly constituencies are going to be locked in tomorrow. And tonight there are three questions that define the battle for Bihar. Question number one, has Rahul Gandhi conceded defeat? Less than 24 hours before Bihar votes. Rahul Gandhi is not talking about Bihar, he's talking about Haryana. Can you believe it? Haryana. Tomorrow the Bihar elections are there. He's talking about Haryana. He's suddenly claiming and cribbing. He's saying that 25 lakh fake voters exist in Haryana. 1 in 8 voters are fake, so on and so forth. He's saying 12.5% of the electorate in Haryana is fake. Listen to him cribbing.
Two crore total voters. Vote chori of 25 lakhs, possibly more, but confirmed bias of 25 lakhs. That means 1 in 8 voters in Haryana are fake, right? That's 12.5%. And despite all this, the Congress party loses by 22,000 votes.
So he's cribbing and he's saying that, listen, I lost Haryana for this reason. The question is not what he's saying, because there's an absolute predictability of Rahul Gandhi cribbing. But the question is the timing, the tone, and the target. All give it away because Haryana is not voting tomorrow, Bihar is voting tomorrow. This is a symptom of electoral anxiety. And this is a pattern. This is not new. Before Maharashtra and Jharkhand, the same script. Before the Lok Sabha elections, Rahul Gandhi said, "Bina EVM ke Modi chunav nahi jeet sakte." This is a pattern. Each time the Congress party is going to lose, has lost, or senses decline, Rahul Gandhi shifts to victimhood. So yes, the signs are there. He's not contesting the election anymore. He's contesting the result before it happens. He's not contesting the elections. He knows the way things are going to go for him, at least. It's not looking good for him. So he's contesting the results before the result. Let's look at the facts on the ground. While Rahul is deflecting, the NDA is consolidating, seat-sharing confusion has been there in the Mahagathbandhan. There is no clear formula, no ground coordination. The RJD fields candidates with criminal records, son of Shahabuddin, Osama Shahab from Siwan. Congress has no presence, very little credibility this time. The Congress last governed Bihar in 1990. 1990, when Rahul Gandhi was 21 years old, for just 94 days. Contrast that with the NDA star campaigners, Nitish Kumar, Narendra Modi, Chirag Paswan, Yogi Adityanath. They're all having big crowds. And finally, I want to talk about the PK factor.